Mate. Oh my God! So if you tuned in, and we're obviously trying to curtail our laughter here, it's because we're at this point where we're talking about joke franchises in the NBA, and we're up to the Charlotte Hornets, and, and um, I think the images that we've selected, well, starting with mine, obviously, really highlight the challenge to be able to apply a high quality image to a low quality franchise. Um, the Charlotte Hornets, you could say the Charlotte Bobcats as well as qualifies as the Charlotte Hornets, and then now back again to the Charlotte Hornets, really lack any meaningful success, in my opinion, and any really iconic moments to share. And I've obviously picked the man that's no longer there, obviously, in Charlotte anymore, but he's the active leader in statistics for the Charlotte Hornets in 80% of statistics for this club. And credit to Kemba Walker, great Hornets loyal player, just played hard, made a few All-Star games, I believe, right? Put up the stats. Had rarely any success because they had rarely any teammates to help him have any success. And we all hope that LaMelo Ball doesn't fall in that same category because, that would be an awful disappointment. And, you obviously picked a player, which I won't spoil right now, that, comes from the sort of the classic days of the Hornets because they were also an expansion franchise. Yeah, that came into the league in a similar timeline of the Magic and the Heat that we've touched upon already. And, there was those moments when they had like Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson, Del Curry, some of these, okay players, but never happened for them. Never happened for them. And they all left. And trying to go through all these years of Hornets history and trying to find the most iconic image, this was the best one I could come up with. Over to you.
Yeah, look, we got a time around a recording, but I don't think either of us are too concerned that we're going to go over it. So, look, I went Muggsy Bogues because I think it would become iconic when you Google shortest NBA player ever, and so naturally you're going to have him come into most likely being in a Charlotte Hornets jersey. There's another photo with him. I thought about it for the Wizards with him and
Yeah,
Manute
yeah.
Bol,
Minute ball, right?
um,
Yeah.
but that's it. That's it. And like this is, I actually feel like out of all the images that I selected, this is the hardest one to advocate for because it's an indictment of how bad Charlotte is. Like, I also thought about the like 7-59 or 69, Bobcats, the worst record in NBA history for a regular season, which your player is actually a part of. So Charlotte just hasn't done anything. They haven't been good. Michael Jordan still managed to sell the franchise for a ridiculous profit. So that clearly shows how strong the product overall is. But, as an interesting question for you, for anyone who reads this, who are like, have they ever had a top 15 player on their roster at any one point? A top 15 All NBA player, not a player who made All NBA, but like if you actually broke it down, other teams wouldn't pick them first. If like the league was a 15 player draft, would Charlotte ever have a player selected? Right? Kemba Walker definitely made an All NBA. I believe he made a third. Alonzo Mourning might have made a second or a third. Larry Johnson, maybe at one point. Um,
Look, the name that
but
jumped
but
into
I'm
my head
talking
is
like
is is Morning. Morning was the second pick behind Shaq, obviously. All the way back. I think you could argue that they had, he averaged. I'm just bringing up, he was there 3 years, and averaged 21 points, nearly double digits rebounds, nearly 3 blocks a game. That's a franchise cornerstone. But they didn't turn that into anything. I don't know. Remind me what they actually traded him for here. I don't know. Do we even remember? That's how lack of importance there is to remember what actually has happened in Hornets history, isn't it? Like, did they trade? Who did they trade Mourning for? Was it Ronnie Cycli? I don't know. Or Ladi Divac? Was it Ladi Divac? I don't know. I don't know. Because then Kobe was
oh,
drafted. Yeah, in the
Kobe. That's what we should have done. We should have picked the Kobe picture with the Hornets hat because that would have been an iconic what if moment. I feel like we both missed an opportunity there. That's how bad Charlotte is. We forgot the one of the biggest screw ups that they've possibly made. I think we're done. I'm done
It's
talking about
it's
Charlotte.
it's
I'm
not
sure
it's not
you are too.
it's not it's not even a screw up because because
He didn't want to play them.
yeah, I don't know. I think that's you're right. We could have picked the Kobe moment, but I'm just trying to it to me right now. Okay, it's great that you brought it up. Okay, if we're gonna we picked the Luca Trey Young trade as a as a iconic failure for I picked it for the Atlanta Hawks. We picked obviously D Wade as a clear success pick for the Miami Heat, but I'm just trying to in my head quickly. You brought it up. Do you even connect that Kobe could have played at the Hornets? And I guess the factual point is yes, but the greater mental reality is no. Like,
Hmm.
isn't that it? I think that's why neither of us picked it. I guess we both missed it. We didn't even think about it. We're trying to pick it. We couldn't pick anything else. You picked just the shortest dude in in league history, and I picked the one of the shortest guys that clearly in the league in general anyway. But had a reasonably good career. If devoid of winning a lot, statistically wise, I guess Kemba Walker has had a satisfactory career. I would you could gauge, but yeah, it's like it just doesn't connect with me. Doesn't connect with me. I don't know. The Hornets just don't seem to connect with winning, and yeah, and without winning, there's probably a lack of iconic moments. Isn't that it? Without winning, there's a lack of iconic moments, and that's where a lot of the other clubs that have not won many games, we've had to pick other moments that are sort of drama fueled or draft failures or things like that.
Told you I was done 4 minutes ago, but good job.
This is Two Guys With Spare Time. I'm Faz, this is Nick. You're probably a basketball fan like us, so hopefully you can throw us an assist and giving our video a like and subscribing to our channel.
And if you got thoughts, feelings, or even some suggestions, please put them down in the comment section below. And thank you for using your spare time to watch us in our spare time.